If you take one person who has an individual thought, who thinks for themselves, and you put them into a group, you will very often find that once that person is in a group of people who think one particular thought, they are afraid to share their independent thought with that group. They don't want to differ with the majority. They want to be with the in crowd, so to say. And that's what we are totally against. We are for individualism, and we are for the individual, because without individualism, the human animal will cease to exist. Hello, I'm Reverend Evan Sackett, the owner of Visual Circle Limited and the Master General of the Visual Circle Church. The Visual Circle Church is an organization, a religious organization, as you probably have guessed, but our goal is not necessarily to lead people towards religion. Our goal is to bring individualists together. We want to get together every individualist in the country, in the continent, in the world. We want to get them together, and we want to say, let's band together and let's bring other people into our group. Let's help other people to think for themselves. And we don't judge anyone. We are strongly against judgment. We do not judge other people because of their religion, because of the color of their skin, because of their belief system, regardless of what it is. We feel that everyone should have the right to think for themselves and believe what they want to believe. And these are the roots, these are the principles that our country was founded upon. And without the Constitution, none of these principles would be existing today. Because our forefathers believed in individualism. They believed that every individual should have their own right to their own thought. But these days, if you notice, this country, and for a country that hates communism, it's very ironic to see that this country is every day becoming more and more communist. The government does not want us to be individual. The government does not want us to be unique. The government wants us to join together in a community. They want us to be a whole. That's why when you go into schools, you will see children wearing the same uniforms. They have a dress code, and the children have the same haircuts. The children are, in retrospect, the same. If you were to ask any given child a question and go ask another child a question and go ask another child the same question, you would find that probably 1 out of 9 children will answer differently. But the other 9 children, the other 8 children, the other 7 children will always answer the same. They think the same. They are the same, and that's exactly what the government wants. The government hates individualism. The government wants unity of community, and we are against that. With community, there can be nothing. Now, we're not saying that people shouldn't join together. By all means, they should, because without it, we would have nothing. But when it comes to individual thought, an individual should be individual. They should not be part of a group that is afraid to have people who think uniquely, who think individually. And that is what we are for. I was reading a blog on the internet the other day. Some satanic group had looked over our website, and apparently they had gotten way off track and felt that our organization stood for something that was entirely off from the truth of what it did stand for. And so they started criticizing us, calling us a cult, calling us a right-wing Christian organization. All of these things are completely not true. We're really not that much of a religious organization. Sure, we believe in God, but we don't necessarily believe in the Bible, or maybe we do believe in the Bible. That's our point. We don't have a set proper of beliefs. All of our members are individuals, and they can think for themselves. We don't claim to know everything. We know we don't know everything, and we're not a religious group that's going to say that we do know everything. Our religion is based on individualism. We say let each individual think for themselves. I mean, don't cram beliefs and ideals and pure theology, pure theory down each person's throat and tell them this is what's real, this is the fact, you should believe it. That's not the case. The thing is, each person's opinion is just as good as another person's opinion, because you have absolutely no way of knowing what religion is true. You have absolutely no way of knowing what's real and what's not when it comes to things beyond our physical world. There's no way of knowing. So one person's guess is just as good as another person's guess. So that's what we stand for. For all of you people who were probably a little unclear what we were, what we stood for, what we're all about, we are for individualism, pure and simple.